Good morning everyone. Naturally our first stop will be breakfast. It is included with our stay and it's really good. We had it yesterday, but today we're going to show you everything at the resort and it's a pretty good one. So as you can see, you can eat inside and you can eat outside like we are. The weather's really good, so we're going to sit outside. I wanted to show you that they have a bunch of different things. Fresh juice, they have fresh smoothies, of course they have fruit, and then they also have sort of more Thai cuisine and then international cuisine over here. Let's see what Andrea is getting right now.
Lots of cheese. There's a lot of good stuff out there. I went for a lot of meats, cheese, and even some Thai food, and I got some Indian curry, chickpea curry. Also got some masala chai, which is so good. It has a lot of spices in it. And then some berry smoothie. This one I'm excited for. I didn't get to try it before. This is like a cinnamon roll croissant. It looks amazing.
As I mentioned, I go more for the potato, bacon, French toast, maybe what you might think of more as a traditional American breakfast, I would say.
They even have an egg station where you can order some eggs and bring it to your table. There's a noodle station, a sushi station, and then like the Thai Indian food side, and as well as like the fruit station, coffee. Like there's a whole lot of options.
Off of that restaurant, you have this little kiddie pool, which is good for the kids, and of course this huge pool, which I was swimming in yesterday, and it's not so deep, but it's really amazing the view that you get here because you have the water over there. And of course it's really big so you can swim and just relax. But before we show you more of the pool and the resort, we're actually going to jump over to the beach. They do have this sunset terrace is what they call it, where you can of course see the sunset from there. But we have a pretty good view from our room, so we'll probably see it from there. But I do want to show you the difference between the low tide and the high tide, which is when you can see some of the coral that's exposed. So real quick, wanted to show you that these, of course, you can just come here and relax, enjoy the pool. But they seem to have these things where you can just call. I'm not sure if that's maybe if you have some type of emergency or if you just want to maybe order something, because they do have a bar that's situated super close to the pool. I'm also completely stuffed from the breakfast. It was super good. Andrea was already ready to just lay down and probably take a nap by the pool, but I want to walk a bit. And again, this is a more secluded area, which is good compared to some of the other areas we were staying at, because there's a lot less people and we can relax more. So you have here the entrance to the resort, and you just cross the street and you're there at the terrace. So yesterday we came here and we were actually seeing some of the fish that are here in the coral, but it's amazing to see how much it recedes when it's the low tide. So we do see some of the tiny crabs and some of the fish. Oh, you can see what is, it might be a spider. That's interesting. But everything blends in so well you can't even see unless you see some type of movement. So we've had fun just looking at all these fish and these birds that are looking for breakfast. But we can tell that the water is already going back a bit, so probably the high tide will come anytime soon. So we're gonna head back. Andrea keeps wanting me to go walk over there to pretend I'm walking on water, but this thing is a bit slippery, so I definitely don't want to fall. So that was fun, just exploring some of the beach and the coral. We'll be back later so we can show you how it looks with the high tide and just to walk around the beach a bit. Now we're going back to our room and it is pretty high. It's actually the highest building here, so we'll get a golf cart that can take us up there, which is a pretty cool thing that they offer here.
In the morning we just called guest services to have a car to pick us up. It doesn't take that long. They just ask you to wait outside, and then they're picking up other guests along the way. So we did that on our way to breakfast, and now we're going to go back to our room. We just asked them to get a car for us. It takes about a minute, but it does feel weird because you do go up a lot of hills, but it's much better than walking.
So I just asked Andrea what would happen if I fell out, and she said to say bye, see you in the room. The things we do for people we love, and that's how they repay us. So it is a bit longer of a way to our room since we're at the very top, but we do like that it's more private. And look how green this is.
This is the Hilltop Suite. We used 30,000 Hyatt points to book it, and the rate was over $700. So as you walk in, this is the living space. There's a giant couch here, and on this side is the balcony. So you do have outdoor furniture, place to hang towels, things like that. And you can see a lot of the property from here. You can't see the pool, but you can see some of the other hotel rooms. And across from here is the club lounge. And then as you walk over here, we have the large screen TV. And then we'll head into the hallway, So this is where they have the coffee bar, and there's also a mini fridge and like a mini bar area. That's not included with our stay. So here we have the bathroom. There is a sliding door. Most of these doors are sliding doors. We have a large shower here, the Referral shower head, and then on this side we have a bathtub with an amazing view of the sea. And we also have skylights on both sides of the bathroom. So there's one here, and then this is the other skylight. It's really bright and airy here. And then over here we have got lots of mirrors. There's really 2 large full-size mirrors here. You can also see the sea as well. And then as you walk on this side, this is where the toilet space is. So here there's like a sliding door. It's kind of small, but there's a sink. There's a sink in there as well. So this is the master bedroom. So as you walk in, you see the best part of the suite, which is the other balcony. This is where we spent most of our time just laying here, watching the view. And it's a similar setup. We have outdoor furniture, also a view of the sea. It's amazing out here. The weather's been really good. I think the sun sets around 6 or 7. King size bed, of course.
So as you can see, this is a really big room and well worth the redemption. Of course, if you had more people, I'm sure a lot of people could sleep here. Even the living room has sort of like a day bed. But overall, we've really enjoyed this place, and I think we're gonna take a break before we go get something at Casa Boho for lunch. Again, we're still a little full from breakfast, so we won't be getting too much, but at least we'll show you something. All right, so now we're walking to Casa Boho, and this is supposed to be like a Latin place, like Latin food or something like that. It's supposed to have a good view at night, but unfortunately we're not gonna go there for dinner because we do have access, as we mentioned, to the club here. And so we're gonna go get something there for dinner because it's free and it's included, so might as well.
We've been ordering the golf cart this whole time that we just walked here, and I'm out of breath.
All right, just to show you the pool, another Infinity Edge pool. You can see over there at the end they got the DJ booth. I guess that's where they have the music. This is a great view from here too.
Feels like a beach club out here. I like the style with the cactus and the infinity pool. But we looked at the menu. There's a lot of like ceviche, tacos. There's grilled food like steak and things like that, and then like tapas. We went with like more Mexican style food because we haven't had like good Mexican food in a while, so we're excited to try that.
So another thing I want to mention is that they have these stools right here. So I guess so you can put your drinks and then you can sit there while you're in the pool. It says Casa Boho.
So these are complimentary. It looks like tortilla chips with maybe chipotle mayo. You have chipotles.
So the prices here are a bit more expensive, but we haven't been spending much at all actually during most of this trip, and especially here because we have the club access, so we get some free food there, and then we have breakfast as well. So we figured we can splurge a bit more. Actually, while we wait for our food, let me go inside to show you what it looks like because it does look pretty cool. So here we go. Oh, this looks pretty interesting. Of course, it's cooler out here, even though outside it's not actually hot at all. But I like the decor that they have. The style is sort of like old Spanish style or maybe Mexican. Super clean. This is a nice spot. We haven't had the food yet, but just based on how it looks, highly recommend it.
This looks amazing. I think the price is still a little steep for me because it is like more than $8 per taco, and we're from Texas, so that's not very common. And the queso fundido came with some chips and guac. Also looks very good. It smells so good. I'm gonna put some salsa because Eddie doesn't like salsa. I already have some guac in there. Dip it in the marinade. That meat is so juicy and tender. It's a corn tortilla, and there's got some burnt cheese on the outside, which I like this part. It's like beef, marinated in some stew, and then you got the stew to dip it into. The flavor combination is really good. I'm gonna try the queso fundido. Comes with basically cheese that's been burnt. Ooh, look at that cheese. It's got cilantro on top and green onion. Not much to it. It's just burnt cheese. That's all I need.
Okay, that was really good, and they asked us if we wanted to take one of these golf carts, but we'd rather just walk it off because we're going to the club room next so we can sit and have more snacks and drinks. So we might as well walk a bit. I think the food was actually really good, but of course it was expensive. So you see right here to the left, up there is our place, and the Regency Club is up here. So it's pretty easy access. And as we mentioned, you do get some free drinks here, and at night they have happy hours from 5 to 7 every day. That's where they also have some like snacks or actual food. I think we've been eating their dinner, and otherwise the hours are from 11 to 7, actually 11 to 8. As you can see, there's a pretty good view from up here as well. Full glass, and then here you have some of the snacks. Cookies, these they change them with some type of like smaller desserts. And down there is the bar where you can get some of the drinks. Of course, it's more simple during the day, but we'll come back at night again.
Today I got some chia pudding, some cake, cookies, and then dried fruit. This is dried kiwi. I want to try this. It's really sweet. They also have fresh juices, teas, and soft drinks. So I got some pineapple juice. Later I'm going to go back for some Thai milk tea. And then at night they have like cocktails and things like that.
Okay, so now we're going back down to the beach so we can show you the difference in the tide. It should still be high tide and soon going back to low tide, but we'll show you anyways. So we're at the beach now, and you'll remember that when we came earlier, all of this was just exposed coral. The water's pretty good too. It's not as soft as because there's a lot of pebbles right here, but the water's super clear, which is good. But again, here is the path. I'm not sure if you can see it. That's the path that goes all the way down there.
Going down, so it's not too hot. Also, the sand is so grainy, like it hurts to step on it sometimes.
So we're back at the resort, and I'm gonna swim for a bit. Andrea will just be relaxing, I think, maybe get in a bit. Andrea's here. If it's sunny, we had this, but it's almost gonna be dark, so it's fine. In the water, right here. We'll go take a few swims, a few laps, and then we'll see you after. All right, so we're going to the lounge now, and we're going to show you what the happy hour is like. I think there's around 40 minutes left before it's supposed to be finished, but again, it's sort of limited, but enough to get us through dinner because we're not even that hungry yet. But of course we could eat some because we just swam a bit, and why not enjoy from up there and see the view.
We're just waiting for a few more things. They're still cooking up some main protein dishes, but we did manage to get some fried rice, olives, cheese, and then desserts, and also Eddie got a plate of fruit. And they have a different drink each day. We got 2 Virgin Long Island. I was to look out so I can tell Eddie the food was ready. They put out some wings right now. They're extremely hot, so I'm going to wait a little bit, but they do look really nice and crispy. The last thing we got were these shrimp cakes. There's like a sweet and sour sauce. They're really hot.
So again, nothing too big, but just a bunch of snacks. But some good fruit, protein, and cheese, etc. So enough to have a light, nice dinner. Alright, so that was pretty good, but now we're going to walk around the resort a bit just to walk off some of the snacks we had. And of course to go show you the rest of the pool, of course lit up, and some of the restaurants that they have.
I'm really full. I'm just going to walk down the hill. Hopefully we'll end up at the lobby soon. It's like a maze out here.
Right, so the first stop will be the gym, which is actually right off of the lobby. It's open 24/7. You just need your card, and it's not the biggest, but it has everything that you would need if you are trying to get a workout while you're on vacation. So again, to my left right here was the gym. This is the lobby. You can see some of the people just arriving. This is over here where the pool area is. Then down there is where we'll show you the restaurants, and it's where we had breakfast. And then of course, all of the rooms up there. Alright, so the first stops will be the teppanyaki bar and then just the regular bar. This is where you can order from the pool and they'll bring you stuff, or you can just relax out here. And then of course the other one you have to reserve because they only have 2 tables, which I guess can accommodate families or even just couples, etc. So we didn't get to enjoy these, but it seems like they've been pretty busy while we've been here. They're not so big. And let's go down to the pool so we can show you how it's lit up. it is a pretty big pool too. So right here is actually where you get your towels, and they do also sell some ice cream and have some water. You saw the loungers earlier, and again, look at the pool. It's great because the ocean is just right there across the street, and all of this is lit up. You can see up there the Casa Boho. It's the one that's lit up sort of purple. Club lounge, and this is where we had breakfast, but at night it's pretty cool because it's lit up with these warm lights. Pretty relaxing.
When we checked in, they gave us an activities guide, so there's a bunch of things to do here, like yoga or aqua aerobics, things like that. So if you're interested in a certain activity, maybe check the website beforehand so you can see what's available and try to book within those dates.
So now we're gonna go to the lobby to figure out how we're leaving tomorrow. We can pretty easily take a taxi on the Grab app, but sometimes they're delayed, so we want to just make sure how much time we need to get to the airport. I think it's around 45 minutes from here, but we'll double check. Pay anything that we might need to, like whenever we eat stuff that's extra, and then we'll see you back in the room. Alright, so I came on here, sit a bit, enjoy our balcony. Look at this view out here. Really peaceful. So we had a great time here. It was an amazing 2 days that we spent here, and of course in the suite even better. We enjoyed the breakfast, we enjoyed the beach, the entire resort, and just overall our time here. Fortunately, it's coming to an end. Tomorrow we're gonna have to leave to the airport, and so we'll see you next time.